If you're on the hunt for the secret to quick, flavorful, and stress-free meals, that's me. Today's your lucky day. Joining us is the renowned chef and best-selling cookbook author, the Ricardo Larrivée. Back in studio after a very long hiatus. I don't know where the heck you've been, but you came back with a beard.
Yeah, I was in a cave getting ready to see you.
Yeah, well,
And
I'm happy you came back.
No, I'm so happy to be here with you and cooking things that I think will make your autumn and winter fantastic.
Yes, you always have really good cookbooks. Yeah. My husband definitely swears by one of them, everything on the sheet pan. The sheet pan. Well, so that one's in the kitchen. We have it all the time, but we've got a new one to add to it, don't we?
During pandemic, it's just, okay, the sheet pan is going to be fantastic, but now we're back in the real life. Yeah. And this tool that we know from sometimes grandparents or even our parents that we're scared of. Yeah. You know, the old Presto.
The pressure cooker.
The pressure
is what he's
cooker.
talking about. And it used to be a thing, right? That people used to be a little bit afraid. The technology.
Looking for the roast on the ceiling.
Right.
But it doesn't happen.
The technology is good now. There's no roast on the ceiling.
But it's just there's these extra, security, so nothing can happen. Yeah. But there's one thing that can happen. It will save you energy. Yeah. It's low cost efficient. Yeah. Save you time. You can do braised beef in 40 minutes where normally it would take like 3 hours. Yeah. And it will enhance the flavor because the pressure is kind of like bringing like all these flavors together in the pot and save nutrients.
Yeah, so it saves you nutrients. It's also probably a little bit more tender because everything's just in there and steamed.
Well, it's not more tender than if you braised it for 3 hours.
Sure, same.
But and the other thing,
time.
And it calls for pieces of meat that are inexpensive because they're harder, needs to be cooked for a long time, which is great. Yeah. Because if you think of pulled pork, we have a plate right there.
Well, before we get to that, I feel like I need to give them the big news here. Yeah. And that's that you have a new book.
Yeah.
Multicooker Everything. Delicious recipes for your multi-cooker, pressure cooker, or instant pot. That's the news, right? Okay, so one of the recipes in there is this. What is this?
Well, it's, before we go to dessert, it's gnocchi, pulled pork gnocchi.
Oh, it looks good.
But normally you wouldn't have that on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday.
It would be too much of a big deal. It would take too long.
It's too much. You have to plan it ahead of time, and it's not possible sometimes. Yeah. My type is like, I want to decide right now what I want.
Right, and right now I know what you want, and it's the sticky toffee pudding.
Because how can you make dessert in a pot like this?
A pressure cooker? I've never seen it done before, actually.
So I can make, all sorts of dessert. Dulce de leche. Yeah. I can make cheesecake. Yeah. And sticky toffee pudding. Okay. In 20 minutes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We don't have 20 minutes. We have 4.
We have 4. Okay.
But let's do it.
Let's start with this. So it calls for dates. 3/4 of a cup of dates.
Does it matter what kind of dates? Do you have a favorite? Okay, whatever.
Cheap
Just get your dates. Cheap ones.
No, it's true.
Well, they're all
you don't need to put
down.
a lot of money on this. They can be dry in a box. Anyway, I'm going to soak them in boiling water. Yeah. If I'm just reading.
Have you got it? It's been a while, Chef.
I know.
Right? Do you remember how this thing
3 women
works?
showed me how. But
okay, well then you'll get it right then.
Okay, so
because the women know. The women know what's up.
They're bright.
They're very bright.
A bit of water, a 1/4 cup of water. I have my dates here, and I will just soak them a couple of minutes with baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon, because it's going to help them just become like all soft. This is what we want.
Very nice.
Okay? And then, very simple, in a bowl, okay, I have a 1/4 cup of butter.
Hey, this is a nice suit.
I know, I'm going to try to save your clothes. Okay, let's add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Normally, you would cream this for at least a minute.
Love it, love it.
The egg.
Do I need to go slow or does it not matter?
No, it's good. Mix the flour, the cup of flour, the teaspoon of baking powder. Look, 2 ends. Who says a man can do many things at the same time?
He's a multitasker.
Yeah. And then you alternate your flour with a 1/4 cup of milk.
I feel like this takes some coordination.
At low speed, half and half
slow.
like this.
Okay, well, let me put a little bit of this in.
Go ahead.
And then let me put a little bit of that in.
Yeah.
And a little bit of that in.
We get it.
Yeah.
Isn't this a wonderful way of spending your Mondays?
This is so fun. Okay, so would you
put the rest of it?
Okay, fine.
All of them.
There we go.
Yeah.
Get it all in there. It was a little bit messy, but we got it all in there.
You see, that's done.
So you mix that all together.
Yeah, we're done with this.
And this is pretty easy so far.
Add the dates.
Add the dates. I don't know if you're going to need this whisk. I'll just keep it
and
here in case.
Could you mix this together?
No problem.
I want to show something. And sometimes the cakes are too large, okay? And you're two in the apartment. You want to have this cake for 3 weeks.
Right.
So I found this recipe fantastic because also it's made in a 6-inch mold. Okay. It can be in silicone like this or in thin as you want. And I want to create...
So this is when you don't want a whole sheet cake for your whole family. You want something little. Maybe you're living alone. Maybe there's just a couple of you.
You can pour it in there. Okay. You're not used to cook that much, huh?
No, you're really making me cook a lot. I don't usually do this much.
And the beauty of this sticky toffee pudding is that it's going to bake into a steam bath. This is what we'll use. So we have 1 inch of water in the bottom here. You can do like a little crown with aluminum like this, or just put a couple of bowls in the bottom here, and I'll be able to take this.
Hold on. Okay. Wait.
Oh, wait. We don't have that much of time.
You got one. Oh, we have 1 minute left. Go ahead. Never mind. Take it.
And you will bake this, at 25 minutes, and you'll be done. 25 minutes later.
25 minutes.
Yeah. And you remove it.
Yeah.
And you will make the little caramel sauce with 2 ingredients, and you're ready to eat. So I'm going to give you a little bowl.
A cake in 25 minutes plus the time it takes to mix everything together, which didn't take us long at all, maybe like 4 or 5 minutes.
And I'll give you some whipped cream. You love vanilla or whipped cream like this?
I will take it.
It's going to be great.
Thank you very much.
So a nice sticky toffee pudding straight from your kitchen. In no time, lots of flavor. This caramel is fantastic.
It is so good, everyone.
3/4 of brown sugar, 3/4 cup of cream. That's all you need.
This is all you need. We want to make sure that all of you can cook like Ricardo, so we are sending you home with his new cookbook, Multicooker Everything. Delicious recipes for your multi-cooker, pressure cooker, or Instant Pot.